about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back to 6-6 Dallas. Caught by Cobb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now, just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive's...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Forbath to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. The tackle by Robert Quinn. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call...
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
53 is the mic. I got one. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.